Hello everyone, just a little video to tell you about what I experienced over the last 2 weeks. Now I do a lot of coaching with people in the IT in particular to be better communicators, how to prepare their slides, how to apply for speaking opportunities at conferences, how to write articles and the rest. And one of the things I often tell them is you have to put yourself out there. If you believe you have something to say, and we all do, then you have to put yourself out there. We all have unique experience. We've learned from our mistake. And I sometimes think it is a moral responsibility toward others to try and impart the things we have learned to them, just as we need the advice and wisdom and learning from the mistake of many others. The more I write articles, the more I speak at conferences, the more criticism I receive. And that's okay, it's part of the job. If you put yourself out there, if you believe you have something to say, not everyone is going to like it. Not everyone is going to understand it. But at least let's have a conversation with respect. So I made a few comments at a conference in the last month, and somebody that I'm connected with on LinkedIn, we've never met, we don't really know each other, sent me a message out of the blue saying, "This is bullshit," then leading to all the criticism. And I was astounded, especially by the aggression in the tone of the message. I was thinking maybe, reach out to me and say, "I don't agree with what you said at all. Let's have a decent conversation. Maybe I can learn from you and maybe I can learn from that person as well." But if there's disrespect, then what I do is I cut people off. I block this person on LinkedIn. Not that I can't handle criticism, but if you're not interested in hearing my explanation of why I made certain statements or wrote certain things in an article, if you just want to criticize, then I don't really want you in my life. And the same happens with articles and public speaking. I spoke at a fairly large conference over the last 2 months where I was the opening keynote speaker. And over the last week, I received the feedback from the conference organizers. So delegates had a mobile app where they could see the agenda for the conference, but also where they could pose questions and leave feedback. Now, after about 30 line items of sentences or paragraphs people wrote, I would say 98% of it was really possible and it really positive, and it really motivated me. Things like great keynote, you open our eyes to see AI and digital technology in a different way, really felt inspired by you, and so forth. But there were 3 line items around about where people said things like, "It was a horrible keynote, I wish I could leave," or "I don't think this person should be a public speaker," and things like that. And I know it shouldn't, but it bothers me. It really bothered me. And obviously, I don't know who gave those comments. Maybe we caught somebody on a bad day. There's that saying, you can please some of the people some of the time, but you cannot please all of the people all of the time. So all I'm saying is it's good that we can constructively and with respect criticize each other. But let's reach out and have a decent and a civil conversation so that we can learn from each other. We keep on learning. I listened to some of the talks I made as early as a year ago, or some of the articles, and I think, wow, if I knew then what I know now, I would have done it differently. So either I crawl back in my cave, afraid of ever making mistakes, or I keep on learning, keep on challenging myself, keep on reading and researching, and especially learning from those who have a real relationship with me, who are interested in my well-being and who approaches me with respect. So there's a lot to do when it comes to handling criticism. I would love to hear from you if you feel you need a bit of coaching around how to do online presentations or public speaking, how to prepare your slides, how to get onto the international conference circuit. Please reach out to me. My website is aiforbusiness.net and my email is Johan@aiforbusiness.net. I look forward to hearing from you.